Hello and welcome to AHS 20 Questions. I'm your host, Madison, and today I am here with my esteemed guest, Mrs. O'Connor. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
To start, what is your job here at Agawam High?
I am the secretary for the counseling department.
And do you enjoy volunteering?
Well, I never really thought about volunteering. It's just something I always did. Growing up, we had a big family, so I helped out a lot there. Also, my mom was a volunteer, and I tagged along with her. My dad owned a business, and I went to work with him all the time. We also had a farm across the street, so when you have a farm, it means a lot of work, and the kids were always put to work with picking corn or helping to pick up bales of hay or feeding the animals and all that sort of thing. And then I also had a sense of gratitude for the people who helped us when we needed it, and I wanted to give that feeling to other people. Volunteering is not something that is always easy or fun, but just knowing you're helping somebody else out like that, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, volunteering is very rewarding. I personally also volunteer with the Freemasons in Long Meadow and in Agawam.
That's awesome.
Thanks. And I know you've been a Girl Scout, so how long would you say you've been a Girl Scout for?
I was a Girl Scout for about 6 or 7 years when I was a girl, and I've been volunteering for 17.
Wow, it's a long time. Very dedicated. Are you personally a leader of a troop?
I actually have 2 troops right now. They're grades 2 through 6, so Brownies and Junior and Cadet, and I've had up to 4 troops at one time.
4.
I also work with girls at a service unit and council level.
Wow. And do you have any children that are or were in the Girl Scout or Boy Scout program?
Yeah, I have. All of my kids have been involved in Scouts. I have 2 boys who were part of the Boy Scout program, and I actually volunteered with them as well for a while. And my girls both joined as kindergarteners. Actually, one wasn't even in kindergarten yet. And they continued until through graduation, and they are both adult Girl Scouts now.
Wow. Kind of runs in the family.
A little bit.
And what made you want to start Girl Scouts?
Well, I think typically, like most girls when I was young, it just looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And my friends were doing it, so I wanted to be part of that. When my older daughter first registered, there was a lack of leaders. And just knowing what the program meant to me and how much fun I had and the experiences I had, I wanted her to have the same opportunity, so I volunteered to help.
Wow. That was very nice of you. I'm sure it's a lot of time and effort.
It can be.
Yeah.
But it's worth it, like I said.
Right. And can you give us a description of the overall Girl Scout program?
Girl Scouts is the premier leadership program for girls in the world. We serve girls who are grades kindergarten through 12, and we strive to build girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. So in a safe, nurturing environment, they're able to develop their own personalities and their own value set and stretch their knowledge to learn more about things that might interest them or learn new things. And then they gain a sense of individual responsibility for themselves and for the community. And they're able to use that to go out and do some really great things.
Wow. Sounds like a great opportunity for girls everywhere.
Yeah.
And what else do Girl Scouts do other than selling cookies? Because that's all I know that they do.
Yeah, there's a saying, it's camping, crafts, and cookies. But we really are a lot more than that. My junior cadet troop, they have kind of a motto to work hard and have fun, and that kind of sums up what Girl Scouts is. It's a very civic-minded organization, so we do a lot of service projects in the community, food and clothing drives. We spent several summers weeding at the community garden. We've created comfort kits for the Red Cross, and the last few summers we've been creating over 300 art supply kits that have been donated to foster children in the area.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. As for the fun aspect, they basically can do anything they want. The portfolio is designed, it has badges for just about anything the girls might want to do, whether it's cooking and visual arts, or outdoor high adventure type stuff, or it could be fixing cars, building robots, building businesses. So they really can do just about anything. And then we also get to travel, which is really cool. I've had the opportunity to travel throughout the Northeast and down to Savannah with my girls. And I've also gone to England, Ireland, and Wales, and Switzerland. And there's always some really great travel opportunities available to the girls.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a lot more than cookies, that's for sure.
It's way more than cookies.
And as for the badges, do Girl Scouts also earn them, or just Boy Scouts?
Yep. I mentioned the badges a minute ago. We have what they call leadership journeys that will focus on specific topics in depth and issues surrounding those topics. And that might include food, or the media, or relationships, all different kinds of things. And then we have what they call skill building badges that kind of go along with that really enhance what it is that they're working on.
And do you have any favorite badges?
Over 17 years, I've done a lot of badges. I think my favorite program would be the World of Girls. That really, through games and activities, it introduces the girls to the cultures and issues that of the girls around the globe. And it's really very interesting, some of the things that they learn, and I like it probably because it really lends itself well to incorporating all those skill building badges that I mentioned. And they really help to help all of the concepts sink in, and it keeps their interest and it makes it even more fun. We also have something called World Thinking Day, which is kind of a Girl Scout holiday. It's in February of a year. And that actually has a badge associated with it that the criteria and the activities change according to the theme of that particular year. The theme is always centered on United Nations goals, so it's very globally oriented. Mm-hmm. And this year, the theme was climate change and the disproportional effect it has on girls and women. Wow. And it was a really interesting concept, and I really like this program because we take these really complicated, current, real-life issues that are affecting the whole world, and we present them to the girls at a level that they can understand. So even the brownies, and daisies who are in first and second grade are able to understand this concept about climate change and how it's affecting women. It's really interesting.
That's incredible. Maybe I should have been a Girl Scout.
Definitely. You still can be.
What's the cutoff?
It's actually graduation.
Oh, well.
So you're close.
I could do it for like 2 months.
You can volunteer.
Yeah. And what do you sell the cookies for?
Well, I guess the short answer, like any fundraiser, is to raise money. Right. But what is really different about the cookie sale is that it's designed to be a girl-led business. Mm-hmm. So the girls actually decide what it is that they're working for. They identify their customers. They come up with their own marketing plan, their own signage. They run their own cookie booths. They deal with the customers. So throughout that, they are learning all these key business skills of goal setting, decision making, business ethics, people skills, money management. So it's really, there's a lot of learning that goes into the cookie program. And they're also able to make that connection with community again and build their philanthropic efforts through the Project Care and Share and Gift of Caring programs, where customers can actually purchase cookies that get donated to area hospitals or shelters or the military. So it's a great program.
Sounds like it teaches like a lot of very vital skills that I wish I had learned when I was at a younger age.
It really does. And it's also, of course, the money raising aspect. All stays local. So the local council gets part of it, with which they develop the programs, they run the events for the girls, and maintain their properties, their camp properties. And then the troop portion is used for activities, field trips, and service projects.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What upcoming activities, trips, or journeys do you have planned for your troops?
Well, we just had another, despite the pandemic, another very successful cookie season. And my brownie troop, the 2nd and 3rd graders, will be going to camp this summer, which is a great opportunity for them. And they also have their eyes on a number of different museums they'd like to go to, and the Butterfly Conservatory.
Love it there.
And then next week, the junior cadet troop is actually taking a trip to Savannah, Georgia, which is the birthplace of the Girl Scouts of the USA. So we are extremely excited about that.
Oh my gosh, that's, oh my.
And it is completely paid for by the troop.
Wow.
We are completely self-sustaining. All of our field trips and activities are always based on what money we raise. So they knew how much they had to raise at each cookie season, and they raised the money, and we got a great trip planned.
That sounds awesome. They're really doing good with those cookies. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, I love them personally.
They're good.
Do you have a favorite cookie?
Oh, I don't know. It kind of changes, but I think Thin Mints is always a perennial favorite.
Oh yeah. I like Samoas.
Samoas are good.
They're very good.
Yeah.
And what valuable lessons and skills do girls take away from this program?
Well, we're building girls to go out and change the world. So the spirit of community is a really big aspect of what we are teaching them. They also take away a lot of leadership skills. Everything that we do, all the programming is designed to build those leadership skills and the confidence it takes to be a leader. Throughout the experience, they get to discover themselves, like I mentioned earlier, and grow in their values. And just knowing who they are and where their skill set lies and how to work around it, and how to work with people in community, just builds and builds more and more confidence so that they can go out and change the world. And some women that I've seen go through the Girl Scout program have done some really amazing things.
And is there an Eagle Scouts equivalent for Girl Scouts?
Yes, there is. It's called the Gold Award. And it's similar to the Boy Scout Eagle Scout level. They have to complete a number of programmatic requirements and then complete a service project. So their project, the way the Girl Scouts is that they need to find an issue that they care about, and then they have to look at what the root cause of that issue is. So they can't just say, oh, there's a lot of homelessness. They have to find out why and address that issue. So you can give somebody, it's the whole saying, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he'll eat for a lifetime. And it's kind of the same way with these projects, when they choose these projects. And then once they figure that out, they have to create their plan and get to work. They build a team. The project has to address a larger community issue or global, and it needs to have a far-reaching and lasting impact. So you need to make sure that it is sustainable. And the girls have, they have to raise all the funds needed personally. They cannot do GoFundMe accounts or calendar raffles. They have to actually hold events that will support what it is that they want to do. Example, my daughter did a family bingo, a community bingo, and so she had to find someone to run the bake sale table, someone to call the numbers, and so there was a lot of leadership skills required in designing this and running the program, and she had others as well. Let's see, it also will take a minimum of 80 hours of work. It is a big project.
Wow, 80 hours, it's a lot.
Well, my daughter's project took over 200.
200 hours. I can't imagine being dedicated to anything
It's a long-term commitment.
Definitely. How does earning the Gold Award benefit her in the long run?
Well, earning the gold award is a huge accomplishment. Less than 6% of eligible Girl Scouts ever receive it. It's unusual.
Wow.
I don't want to say unusual, but it is something that does not come easy.
Yeah.
And besides the skill level that they develop throughout the process, the dedication, the hard work, the civic mindedness, all of that is something that's recognized by the community. And as such, it really enhances their opportunities for scholarships if they're going on to college. It's great on a resume because it shows that you can work hard. And also, if they want to move forward into the military, they will enter at a full rank higher.
Wow. That's awesome.
And that's similar with the Eagle Scout. The Eagle Scouts will receive the same kind of benefits.
Yeah. And I understand that you received an award recently. What exactly did you receive?
It's called the Thanks Badge, and it's the Girl Scout highest award given to an adult Girl Scout for men whose ongoing commitment and leadership and service have provided an exceptional, measurable impact on meeting the mission delivery goals of the Girl Scouts for the council or even the movement.
Well,
So.
Congrats.
Thank you. I answered your next question.
And have you won any other awards?
I have received a few as you go through the process. I received the Outstanding Leader Award back in, I think, 2007, a long time ago, and also the Honor Pin, which is, it's similar to the Thanks Badge, but on a much lower level. It's a council level, whereas or multiple service unit. I mean, Thanks Badge is the larger council or national movement.
Good job.
Thank you. I also received 2 awards from the National Catholic Committee on Scouting. Their St. Anne Medal is the highest level for that as well.
Overachiever.
It's been a long time since I've been called that.
Yeah, sorry. And lastly, what have you gotten out of your experience being and working with Scouts?
The experiences and the people. I've just really had so many opportunities to do things that I might not have been otherwise done, whether it's just things that I never thought I'd be interested in and wouldn't try. Otherwise, some of the travel opportunities I've had, I don't think I would have had without the Girl Scouts, so that's really great. Some of my best friends I've been able to meet through Girl Scouts, and just the work is really fulfilling. So that feeling, I think it's kind of like being a teacher. It's very similar. There's just a sense of fulfillment and joy in watching young people grow. And when you can see the spark and things like that, it just helps, you know you've made a difference in somebody's life and opened an opportunity for them or such. And it's just very fulfilling.
It sounds like a wonderful community. Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us for today's episode of 20 Questions, and I'll see you next time.